Hello and welcome to the Microsoft Software and Systems Academy monthly briefing. My name is Fiona Jones and I'm a Career Development Manager at Microsoft Military Affairs. And the Microsoft mission is to empower every person and every organisation on the planet to achieve more. And Microsoft Military Affairs, we're set up to help the military community find opportunities in today's digital economy. And MSSA have their own little strapline of once MSSA, always MSSA. Okay, so the Microsoft Software and Systems Academy is a full-time 17-week program. It's a full-time commitment for those 17 weeks, Monday to Friday, 8 till 5. Now, the European program is open to US and UK transitioning service members or veterans, and it is delivered in Central European time. So if you're based in the UK, you would need to be able to attend class between 7 and 4. We provide you with 448 hours of technical training and 147 hours of professional development instruction. Each cohort can have up to 15 participants, and the whole of the program is fully funded by Microsoft, so no cost to you. These are our accumulative program metrics. To date, we've had over 4,000 graduates. Our graduation rate is currently 94%, and the principal element for participants to not graduate is personal reasons. Very, very rarely is it academic related. Typically, 12% go on to pursue a degree after our program, and of those working, 91% are employed in IT. And we've had over 1,000 different companies have employed our graduates, and we've got a fantastic corporate engagement team who are always bringing on new corporate partners. These are some of the roles that our grads have been hired into, and it just gives you a good idea of the variety of roles that open up after MSSA. And during professional development, you'll research roles and companies to identify the ones that fit your needs. This slide helps you visualize how the MSSA program is broken down. On the left-hand side is the basic framework of your first 8 weeks and your last 8 weeks. The timings aren't set in stone, but it gives you a good idea of the makeup of your days in MSSA. Your place of duty is the classroom, and it is expected that absences are kept to a minimum as the program is quite rigorous. We do recognise you'll have transitioning appointments around final medicals, etc., and we'll work with you to accommodate them, but all absences need to be cleared in advance with your Career Development Manager, otherwise known as your CDM. Each cohort has their own CDM, and all CDMs are part of the Microsoft Military Affairs team and deliver all of your professional development training, or ProDev as we call it. And week 9, as you can see on the right-hand side of the slide, there's no technical instruction. It's a purely professional development focused week. You'll have guest speakers, you'll work on your CVs and resumes, optimize your LinkedIn profile, sit mock interviews, and attend company presentations. Every day of the program, you do have a scheduled lunch break and morning and afternoon breaks. This is a full-time program, and we are fully committed to help you succeed, but you also need to be fully committed to practicing and completing your labs and any homework outside of class hours. So let's have a look a little deeper at what makes up the program. All of the technical curriculum is delivered by Microsoft official learning partners, and the MSSA Europe is delivered by Skillsoft Global Knowledge. All of your technical instructors are Microsoft certified trainers. The courseware is predominantly Microsoft official curriculum, plus some additional instructor-led courseware. All participants will have access to hosted labs, and you may be set labs to complete in or out of class. You will go through a mock technical interview to build your confidence towards the end of the program, and all cohorts have access to pathway-specific licenses and subscriptions. Participants are encouraged to complete personal projects to enhance their professional portfolio, and you'll also be given one Microsoft exam certification voucher. These are the technical learning paths offered by MSSA. The Cybersecurity Operations and CAD pathway are currently only available to transitioning US service members or veterans, and only offered in the US time zone. So SCA, Server and Cloud Administration, is the pathway that is open for MSSA Europe. and this slide highlights the top level topics covered for each of the learning pathways. Additionally, each learning pathway will have at least one direct alignment with a Microsoft certification exam. So if you're interested in fundamental certifications, you can look for free events on the Microsoft Learn site as well. And the exam voucher I mentioned previously can be used for any of these certs. So you may, with the server and cloud administration, you may want to use it for your AZ900 or your AZ104. For your professional development, a career development manager or CDM will deliver a custom curriculum tailored specifically to those switching careers. We help you perfect your interview skills, show you how to harness the power of LinkedIn, build your IT targeted CV or resume, and ultimately prepare you for those all-important job interviews as you graduate the program. Each Friday, you have a dedicated mentor hour. These are Microsoft employees who have volunteered their time to the program and mentor you throughout its duration. Each cohort has access to the MSSA jobs board, where our corporate partners will post roles that align with the experiences of our participants. Once you graduate and become an alumni, you have access to a private LinkedIn group, and you also have continued job search support if and when you need it, in line with our once MSSA, always MSSA commitment. And now we're going to look at the application process. You can always refer to our website for full details on how to apply, and that's where you'll find all the dates for our latest offerings. So I always encourage everyone to regularly monitor the website. The application window typically opens 5 months before a cohort starts. The window is open for 2 weeks. The application form is a Microsoft form and should take 15 to 20 minutes to complete, but that's all you need to do in those 2 weeks. Once your eligibility has been verified, you need to provide certain documentation. For US active duty, we will need your packet approved by your command to release you. For US veterans, we will need to see your DD-214. For UK service leavers, we will need proof you're in resettlement, so a screenshot of your JPA form and then a screenshot of your GRT approval to attend the programme. And for UK veterans, we will need to see proof of service record or your veteran's ID card. There is also a prerequisite specific LinkedIn learning course you will need to complete. For UK service leavers or veterans who don't have LinkedIn Premium, please utilise the free trial for this. And once all your documentation has been received and approved, you'll be invited to interview. Further details of the application prerequisites are on the MSSA website, and here are the dates of the MSSA Europe's next 2 cohorts and the application windows. Materials cut-off is the date all your documents need to be submitted by. If you haven't submitted everything by that date, your application is automatically closed. So MSSA Europe, the next cohort would be November this year, and the application window will open on the 15th of June till the 29th of June. But in that 2-week period, remember, all you need to do is fill out one Microsoft form. All eligible applicants will be interviewed during the MSSA application process. The interview is 30 minutes via Teams, and 2 members of Microsoft Military Affairs will take the interview. The interviewers are looking for your passion for tech, what motivated you to apply to MSSA, what are your career interests after graduation, and your interest in learning new technical topics. And we do recommend applicants familiarise themselves with the STAR framework to effectively answer behavioural questions. For the Server and Cloud Administration, or SCA path, this is the LinkedIn Learning training that you will need to complete. And these are the topics that are covered in that LinkedIn Learning. Now, you don't need to remember that link, screenshot it or anything. You'll get sent that link once you're in the application process. And I just want to reiterate that for the Server and Cloud Administration pathway, you don't need any prior work experience in the tech industry, and you don't need any prior tech certifications. Here are some links to information you may find useful. The Tech Transition Toolkit is a great resource for anyone pursuing a role in tech after the military. And for US veterans, there is how you get your LinkedIn Premium. And again, for UK service leavers or veterans, if you are successful and gain a place in MSSA Europe, you will be granted a year's free LinkedIn Premium once you start the program. And in case MSSA isn't the right fit for you, we do have other Microsoft opportunities for you to consider. And the Hiring Our Heroes Fellowship is open to US service members, veterans, military spouses, and caregivers. And more information can be found on their website. And if after this session you do have further questions about any of the MSSA programs, please feel free to email the team on the mssaops@microsoft.com email. And don't forget to monitor our website for all the application dates and future offerings. And obviously follow us on all the socials. And everything I've touched on today is covered in detail on our website. Thank you for your time.